Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Here is Sadia Naseem, your botany teacher from Behriya Foundation College, Nashiruf Road. Students, today we are going to start our chapter number 3. Name of our chapter is Control and Coordination. In botany section we will learn about the control and coordination in plants. Students, there are two topics of botany in this chapter. One is about the response of plant to the adverse conditions or to unfavorable conditions, and second is the plant hormones. I will discuss the plant hormones first, because if you know the plant hormones, you will also able to understand the response of the plant to the environmental conditions. So that plant hormones are known as phytohormones also. Phyto means plant. So plant hormones are also known as phytohormones. Actually, these are the plant growth regulators. I have not used the word plant growth hormones. I use the plant growth regulators, because some hormones induce or stimulate growth and some are hormones which inhibit the growth. So they regulate the plant growth. Where they are produced inside the plant. There is no specific organ for production of these hormones. They can be produced anywhere. There are 5 plant hormones. What are their names? Auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, abscisic acid and ethene. Students, the only hormone which is present in the gas form is the ethene. Ethene is the only gaseous hormone in plant. All other hormones which are produced in the plant are in the liquid form. Okay, all the hormones are liquid in nature. Ethene is the only gaseous hormone present in the plants. So we are going to discuss these hormones one by one. First of all, we are going to learn about the auxin. Auxin is also known as master hormone. It is the major hormone of plant growth. It is plant growth hormone. Let's learn about its discovery. It was W.F. Vance who discovered the auxin in 1926. They are class of plant growth substances. They may be natural or synthesized. They may be present in plant naturally or they can be artificially synthesized. They were first major plant hormone to be discovered. First of all, which hormone was discovered? Auxin. Auxin is the first hormone which was discovered by the scientists, and they act as a plant growth hormones in coordination with other hormones. Some examples of auxin are IAA. IAA stands for indole acetic acid. PAA stands for phenyl acetic acid. NAA stands for naphthalene acetic acid. What is the full form of NAA? It is naphthalene acetic acid. And 2,4-D, that is 2,4-D is the dichlorophenyl acetic acid. Dichlorophenyl acetic acid. Now, what is the role of the auxin in the plant? There are some examples of the plant. There are many other plant auxins which are present naturally or synthesized. Role of auxin. First of all, its first role is cell division and enlargement. As I have told you, auxin is a growth hormone. So how growth will be possible? If cell divide rapidly and get enlarged, it stimulate the cell division and cell enlargement, and ultimately it stimulate plant growth. It starts root initiation. For example, you cut a branch of a tree and place it into the soil. This stem will produce its own root. This kind of root is known as adventitious roots. adventitious root. You know two types of roots. One is the taproot, other is the adventitious root. What is the difference between both? Taproot is produced directly from the seed. Adventitious root produced from any other part of the plant instead of seed. So this hormone produces root initiation, adventitious root initiation. This hormone also called abscission. What is abscission? Look at this plant. Here are attached the leaf or a fruit. When it is ripened or leaf has to fall down, it produces a layer of abscission here, which cause fruit or leaf to fall down easily. It also stimulates the growth of the fruit. You understand? Next function produced by the auxin is the parthenocarpy. What is parthenocarpy? It is production of seedless fruits. Production of seedless fruits like banana or grapes. There are some fruits which are produced seedless. How these are produced? They are cuttings of the stem are used again to produce these plants. In these cuttings, hormone initiate the root production or production of fruit. It also a major cause of apical dominance. What does apical dominance means? Look at this picture. For example, this is a picture. Here are branches of a plant. This is the branch at the apex. Hormone is a growth, auxin is the plant growth hormone. So it's understood it will produce in growth regions. And what are the growth regions of plants? Tip of root or tip of the shoot. So auxin will be here on the tip. So the branch which is present at the tip is using more hormone instead of other branches. This is known as apical dominance. If we remove this part of the plant, the remaining branches will grow more faster, because now auxin is used here. So this phenomena is known as apical dominance. It also acts as weedicide. What is a weedicide? Weedicide is used to kill the weeds in lawn and cereal crops. 2,4-D is example of a weedicide. Weeds क्या होते हैं? जड़ी बूटियाँ, यूजलेस प्लांट्स. तो 2,4-D जो है वो क्या करता है? वीडीसाइड को किल करने में यूज़ करता है. एंड इट आल्सो इनिशिएट और स्टिमुलेट द फ्लावरिंग इन प्लांट्स. इट आल्सो स्टिमुलेट द फ्लावरिंग ऑफ प्लांट. देयर इज another hormone, फ्लोरिजन, which initiates flowering in plants. Okay, it was first hormone. Our second hormone is gibberellin. Gibberellin also is a plant growth hormone. Gibberellin is also a plant growth hormone. It stimulates growth in plant. How gibberellin was discovered? First of all, gibberellin was noticed in a fungus. What was the name of that fungus? Gibberella fujicori. Gibberella fujicori is the scientific name of the fungus. As you know, the scientific name is written in two letters. First letter is the genera, second is the species, and scientific first letter is started with capital letter and second one with the small letter. You know about all these rules. So, first of all, gibberellin was noticed in the fungus Gibberella fujicori, and on the name of this fungus, its name is given gibberellin. In which plant this fungus infected? This fungus infected the rice seedling and produced a disease, Becania. This Gibberella fujicori produced a disease in the rice seedling known as foolish seedling. What does foolish seedling mean? It means the length of the plant increase unchecked. मतलब कि प्लांट बढ़ता जाता है, प्लांट की हाइट बहुत तेज़ी से बढ़ती जाती है. राइस की बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे. राइस में जो डिजीज़ है फूलिश सीडलिंग, उसमें क्या होता है कि हाइट बहुत तेज़ी से बढ़ती जाती है प्लांट की, लेकिन उसके ऊपर कोई ग्रेन्स नहीं लगते, उस पर कोई राइस नहीं लगते. अल्टीमेटली बहुत ज़्यादा हाइट हो जाती है तो स्टेम जब उसे सपोर्ट नहीं करता, प्लांट नीचे गिर जाता है. तो ये क्या हुई? ये क्रॉप तो प्लांट के फार्मर के लिए यूजलेस हुई. सो जिब्रेला फ्यूजिकोराई इज द फंगस हु प्रोड्यूस द फूलिश सीडलिंग इन द प्लांट ऑफ द राइस. अगरचे राइस के लिए तो ये नुकसानदेह है, लेकिन इस हार्मोन की ये एक्टिविटी कि प्लांट की ग्रोथ इतनी तेज़ी से बढ़ाता है, इस एक्टिविटी ने साइंटिस्ट को अपनी तरफ अट्रैक्ट किया। साइंटिस्ट ने उसके बाद इसके ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपेरिमेंट किए और मोर देन 70 टाइप्स के जिब्रेलिन जो हैं हार्मोन्स अब तक डिस्कवर हो चुके हैं। हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ जिब्रेलिन आर देयर? ऑलमोस्ट मोर देन 70 टाइप्स। सबसे ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट इसकी प्रॉपर्टी क्या है जो साइंटिस्ट को अट्रैक्ट करती है? दैट इज़ इट इंक्रीजेज द ग्रोथ ऑफ द प्लांट। अब जिब्रेलिन का रोल क्या है? स्टिमुलेट सेल डिवीजन एंड सेल एनलार्जमेंट। जिब्रेलिन क्या करेगी? स्टिमुलेट सेल डिवीजन एंड सेल एनलार्जमेंट। एज अ रिजल्ट प्लांट की ग्रोथ इंक्रीज होगी। डू यू नो अबाउट मेंडल, नोन एज फादर ऑफ द जेनेटिक्स? मेंडल ने जो अपने एक्सपेरिमेंट किया था सबसे पहले पी प्लांट पर, उसने पी प्लांट की डिफरेंट वेराइटीज़ ली थी, जिसमें एक करेक्टर उसने जो स्टडी किया था वो था लेंथ ऑफ द पी प्लांट्स। डू यू रिमेंबर? लेंथ ऑफ द पी प्लांट्स। 2 टाइप्स के प्लांट्स थे उसके पास, लॉन्ग और डॉर्फ। Dwarf means small size plants. When gibberellin is applied on the pea plant on dwarf varieties, they attained the normal size. This dwarf variety, when it was treated with the gibberellin, it attained the normal size. In the same way, many other plants whose size was very small, when these plants were treated with gibberellin, they attained normal size. Second role of the gibberellin is flowering in the plants. It also stimulates fruit development. Also, it helps in bud sprouting, growth of the pollen tube and parthenocarpy. What is pollen tube? Do you know? Inside the ovary, when pollination takes place, this is the pollen. Pollen has to reach up to the ovule. To reach up to ovule, a tube of produced this kind of tube, which helps the pollen to reach up to the ovule, is known as pollen tube. Pollen tube. Remember it? Okay. Pollen tube. So, gibberellin also help in growth or production of pollen tube, and it also helpful in parthenocarpy. I have already discussed the parthenocarpy. It is the production of seedless fruits like banana. Okay. Our third hormone is the cytokinin. Cytokinin is also a plant growth hormone. It is the third growth hormone. First 3 hormones are plant growth hormones. Where it was discussed? First of all, it was discovered in the coconut milk. It may be obtained from many other plants. For example, a plant hormone obtained from corn is zeatin. Why it is named zeatin? Because the scientific name of corn is Z-maize. Z-maize. It is the scientific name of the corn plant. So, a hormone zeatin is produced from the corn. What is the role of cytokinin? It initiates rapid cell division, but only in the presence of the auxin. Cytokinin can work only when it is coordinated or cooperated with the auxin. It breaks seed dormancy. Now, what is the seed dormancy? Dormancy is actually the sleeping period of a seed. A period in which seed become inactive. It does not germinate. The seed become inactive. It breaks the seed dormancy and start germination in the seed. It also produces fruit development. Now, what is the importance of seed dormancy? Why seed become inactive? Why does seed have a sleeping period? It's Allah Almighty has made a natural system to save our crops. Seed become dormant or sleeping or inactive during the unfavorable conditions. When conditions are unfavorable for a specific plant, the seed become dormant. When the conditions came, environmental condition when changed, they become favorable for the plant. For example, temperature, rainfall, water, sunlight. These are the environmental conditions. When these conditions are favorable for the plant, the dormancy breakdowns automatically by the plant hormones and seed germinate. Understand? Okay, our next hormone is abscisic acid. Fourth hormone. In our first three hormones, I told they are the plant growth hormones. But FCC acid is the growth inhibitor. It stops the growth. How it stops the growth? What it does in the plant? It induces dormancy and cause stomata to close. And this dormancy or closed stomata prevent the plant from unfavorable or harsh environmental conditions. So FCC acid is also a very important hormone which prevents the plant to be decay or to be destroyed during the unfavorable condition by making it dormant. Our fifth hormone is ethene. As I have told you, ethene is the only gaseous form. The only hormone which is present in the gas form is the ethene. Ethene is the fruit ripening agent. The major function of ethene is ripening of fruit. It is fruit ripening agent. Other functions of ethene are leaf abscission, break dormancy. It also initiates the flowering in the plants. So it was our lecture today. Students, what is your homework? You have to make the notes of your own about the plant hormones. Okay? You will send me your notes. I will check how do you write in your own words. Thank you.